According to the Cleveland Clinic, sleep apnea is a disorder that causes a person to stop breathing while asleep. Zach and Tori Roloff are sharing an update on their daughter's sleep study. During this week's episode of Little People, Big World, the couple revealed that their 4-year-old daughter, Lila, was diagnosed with a moderate form of sleep apnea. According to the Cleveland Clinic, sleep apnea is a disorder that causes a person to stop breathing while asleep. Lila's test came back, and she has a moderate form of sleep apnea. Zach said in a confessional, as Tori added, "She's probably going to need her tonsils taken out. And then supposedly after that, the apnea goes away." Earlier in the episode, the couple explained why they took Layla to get the study done in the first place. "People with dwarfism, I think a sleep study is just recommended to make sure that there's not obstructed sleep apnea," Tori shared. "I think it's also to make sure that she is safe when put under anesthesia," Zach added. "Our airways are built slightly differently than other people, and there is maybe a higher threat of, maybe something going wrong." Going into the sleep study, Zach and Tori, who are also parents to sons Josia, 21 months, and Jackson, 6, were initially worried about how Lila would handle the experience. In another confessional, Zach admitted that he didn't see it going well. He said to prepare Layla, he told her they were going to the hospital where a nurse would cover her in stickers. She gets it in her head, and then she gets scared, and then she has a hard time recovering, her dad explained. To their surprise, Layla did great during the study. After returning home, Zach told Tori about how well it went while sitting on the couch with her. "She didn't pull out her air thing once. The nurse never had to come in because she yanked something," he shared. "There's no life to it," the TLC star added of the property. During Tuesday's episode, Amy Roloff opened up about why Roloff Farms feels empty during Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World. Her ex-husband, Matt Roloff, is currently building a house on the property with his fiancée, Caryn Chandler. Amy added that there's no life to it anymore amid Matt's rift with some of their 4 children. Amy Roloff is opening up about how the famous Roloff Farms doesn't bring her the same joy as it once did. On Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World, Roloff met up with her friends Lisa and Deb in Portland, to catch up over a drink. At the restaurant, the TLC star opens up about how the family farm where she used to live feels completely different now that her ex-husband Matt is building a new house there with his fiancée Caryn Chandler. Referring to Matt, Deb says to Amy, "I saw that he's building on the property." Amy responds, "Yeah, a huge house." Lisa then asks, "How does it change the dynamic on the farm? When you go there and see all of a sudden this big house there, does it feel weird to you?" After a pause, Amy says, "It's like a whole different lifetime. It feels empty. There's no life to it. This could have been the next generation," implying that the farm could have been a place where her kids' families would want to hang out. She and Matt share 4 children together, twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, a daughter named Molly, 30, and another son named Jacob, 27. She adds, "It just saddens me that the family's broken." The scene then cuts to a confessional-style clip of Amy saying, "When a family goes through a major event like Matt and I getting divorced, and then the farm not working out, yeah, you do feel like something has broken." She continues, "You have a choice. How long do you leave it broken, or is there a way to help heal it? That will take time." Amy has since remarried with her husband Chris Merrick, and the two have been house hunting for their retirement home. Along with building his dream home with his fiancée, Matt also opened up a short-term vacation rental on the farm after first trying to sell that portion of the property. He later sparked a family controversy after revealing he'd leave the farm to his ex-wife if anything ever happened to him, rather than leaving it to any of his children. In the season 25 trailer, Matt admitted that he doesn't see his son Zach and his wife Tori often, and Zach refused to talk about his dad's engagement to Chandler on camera. "We don't see Zach and Tori that often," Matt said of his son and his wife, who share 3 children of their own. "I think they must have made some sort of pact that they don't want to come to the farm," Zach added. The temper is pretty high between my dad and me and Caryn." During a February episode of his podcast, Raising Heights, that he hosts with wife Tori, Zach revealed that he is officially leaving Little People, Big World, and that season 25 would be his last. As Amy worked through her emotions about her ex, Matt's fiancée Caryn admitted she and Amy will forever share a bond because they both have Matt in common, even as they move on with engagements and new spouses. Amy Roloff will always hold a piece of her marriage to Matt Roloff with her. On Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World, Amy admitted that she felt still kind of awkward around her ex-husband, Matt's fiancée Caryn Chandler, as they met to go over a fundraiser they were planning on the farm. While Amy, 61, explained that she didn't want to hear the personal details of Caryn and Matt's relationship, she added that holding on to any drama was not necessary and didn't serve anything. Still, she confessed that Matt and I's situation still has an impact on me because it'll always impact until the day I die. But you just do the best you can. Caryn, on the other hand, revealed that her relationship with Amy has been good. "I think there's been some history where she had a lot of feelings about the farm and her space, and I totally got that," she said, before noting that she had true respect for Amy's sense of maturity. "And so I'm just glad that she made the choice to embrace the relationship with Matt and I because it's made all of our lives easier." Though the two may not yet be the best of friends, Caryn went on to tell cameras that she's always liked Amy, as she listed off the qualities they both share. "We're roughly the same age and we're both a little forgetful and maybe a little clumsy. And I mean, for God's sake, we're both married to the same guy," she laughed. "I'm not married yet, but you know what I mean. We've both been with Matt forever, and no matter whatever happens, Amy and I will have Matt in common, the good, the bad, the whatever," she added. In February, Amy confessed that she and Caryn were unlikely to ever become friends, but shared how they both go out of their way to be friendly towards each other. "We're cordial, we're respectful," Amy told Us Weekly. "We can be in each other's company. We can enjoy that time. I wouldn't say we're going to be best friends or anything." Amy, who was married to Matt for 28 years up until their divorce in 2015, knew Caryn for years prior to their romance because she worked at the Roloff family farm. "I never wanted to have anything to do with them, but yet I'm still doing a show with them," she said of the couple, who became engaged after nearly 6 years of dating. "But that is like a job, so time changes things and you grow up, or you have a different perspective on it." The couple is parents to sons Josia, 21 months, Jackson, 6, and daughter Layla Zach, and Tori Roloff are preparing their daughter for a big day. In an exclusive clip shared with people ahead of this week's episode of Little People, Big World, the couple explains that their daughter Layla, 4, has to go to a doctor's office to make sure she's sleeping okay. "Tonight is Layla's sleep study. I'm going to be the one taking her to her sleep study," Zach begins in a confessional. "Yeah, nervous about it. It's going to be a long night, I think. And I don't see it going well." The scene then cuts to the toddler running around the house wearing her backpack and pajamas. "She's very excited, babe," Tori says. "Little night away with Dad. She thinks she's going to a spa or something." In a confessional, Tori explains why Layla has to go to a sleep study. "People with dwarfism, I think a sleep study is just recommended to make sure that there's not obstructed sleep apnea," the mom of 3 shares. "I think it's also to make sure that she is safe when put under anesthesia," Zach adds. "Our airways are built slightly different than other people, and there is maybe a higher threat of, maybe something going wrong." Back at their house, Zach tells his daughter, who looks very excited, that they won't be coming back until the morning. "I keep telling her they're going to put stickers all over her head, and we're going to have a nurse there and things like that. So I hope she has a good idea, but who knows with her," Zach says in the confessional. "I don't think she has a good idea," Tori adds. "She gets it in her head, and then she gets scared, and then she has a hard time recovering," the proud dad says. In addition to their daughter, the couple is parents to sons Josia, 21 months, and Jackson, 6. During a previous episode this season, Tori recalled a recent incident from one of Layla's dance classes. Layla has started taking dance classes and she's doing just ballet right now. I was just thinking she really needs to be socialized, and if I put her on a sports field, she'd probably think that we were killing her, said Tori. In front of all the dance moms, one little girl came out and said she had to go to the bathroom, so then Layla comes out and says she had to go to the bathroom, she continued. And I'm like, no, we're not going to play this game. Just because someone else is going pee-pee, we're not going to do it. Well, 5 minutes later, she peed her pants right there, and I felt like a terrible mom, so bad. It was like a whole big thing too. While Amy didn't want to hear the details of her ex-husband's wedding plans, Matt's fiancée Caryn Chandler admitted she felt apprehensive about showing Amy her engagement ring. Amy Roloff has mixed feelings about her ex's new relationship milestone. On Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World, Amy invited her ex-husband, Matt Roloff, and his new fiancée, Caryn Chandler, over for dinner for the first time since learning of their engagement. As Matt, Caryn, Amy and her husband, Chris Merrick, found their seats around the dinner table, Matt, 62, told cameras that Amy sounded great on the phone when he broke the news of their engagement, but admitted he was skeptical about her in-person reaction. Amy, 61, cut straight to the chase and asked Caryn to see her diamond ring. While putting on her reading glasses and reaching for Caryn's outstretched hand, Amy examined the new piece of jewelry and told her, "That's very pretty." Wow. In a confessional, Caryn admitted, "When Amy asked to see the ring, I would say I was a little apprehensive, who wants to do that? And the moment was just fine, and I think she's okay that we're engaged. Probably expected it at some point. She's been really nice about it." After joking that Matt's second half of life is better, Amy confessed to having complicated feelings about her ex's engagement, but also expressed her happiness for the couple. "It does feel a little funny to me," she told cameras. "Matt's my ex, but I'll be okay as long as we don't get, nitty-gritty and personal. Like, I would never talk to Caryn about Matt. I'm glad that she's not. Oh yeah, we're doing this together, Amy, did you guys do that?" After announcing their separation in March 2014, Matt and Amy filed for divorce a year later in June. Their divorce was eventually finalized in May 2016. After 27 years of marriage, it is with great sadness that we have come to the difficult decision to file for divorce, the couple said in a statement to People at the time. "We are proud of what we have accomplished together, including raising 4 wonderful children who have grown to become remarkable adults and building our strong and ongoing successful businesses. Our kids and our ever-growing family, and the love and support we have for them, will be our priority," they continued. "We will continue to work together side by side in the daily responsibilities for our many current ventures. We would like to thank our family, friends, and all our fans for their continued support and understanding during this difficult time." In a previous episode of Little People Big World, Matt and Caryn shared details of his touching proposal, which took place in their Arizona home. "You said to me, 'I've thought about this a lot for a long time and I want to grow old with you,'" Caryn shared. "That's what he said, and then I started to cry." She also admitted that she had no idea that the proposal was on the horizon, adding, "Come to find out, he's got, my parents on the hook and my friends on the hook." "It was a tight circle that knew about it," Matt clarified, to which Caryn said, "It was my closest people, but nobody gave me any hints at all."